Previously on Game Nights.
And you notice, like, next to you, like, you're pretty close to the water, like you're in the wet part of the sand, and you notice there's like a piece of like felt or something like sticking out of the sand. You pull a cowboy hat out of the sand, and it looks kind of familiar to you. It's almost like the cowboy hat that Mal bought in Shaker Heights and took to wearing around.
Look at this! It's Mal's hat. What's it doing here on the beach?
Cal and Del, you follow these footsteps and drag marks like up the beach. Another set of footprints that seems more recent, like they're better defined. There was another person here more recently. The older set of tracks seem like the people who were pushing this ship out into the water. And you can hear just like slightly over the waves, you can hear like a bunch of clacking and sort of some kind of scuffle going on, like a person or something is like yelling and there are like sort of like shapes moving. Some sort of scuffle is underway.
It's the end of regulation, which means we take this game into overtime on Game Nights. Tonight's tale, The Warden, Chapter 15.
Okay, yeah, let's advance, because if there's scuffling, they're not exactly being, looking out for us. And let's assess the situation.
That's true. Cool.
Is there anything that we can like hide behind and like listen, like large boulder or something that we can like comfortably station ourselves behind to obstruct ourselves from view?
I mean, so the rocks aren't super big. Like, keep in mind, this is like there's like tidal action going on here. So for the most part, the rocks are. I should have found a picture of what I was imagining for this, but they're not huge rocks. They're like pretty worn down, so you can like walk along them. I think one thing that is in your favor is that like the ocean, this group of whatever is like not paying attention to you, and also the waves are doing the wave thing, so it's pretty loud. So unless you like have a serious accident or scream, like, I don't think they're gonna hear you. Okay,
so we're gonna approach with caution then.
Yeah, I mean, guys, come on, we're level 5 now. Okay, we're not beginners anymore. This is I think we can. I mean, I think we should get within a distance we would consider reasonable enough to do a perception check and get more details, and then do a perception check and get more details.
Yep. Okay. Let's do it.
Sounds cool.
I rolled an 8.
What are we rolling?
Perception.
16.
God, Dan, you always see so good.
21.
I'm a good seer.
Whoa. Cool. So, Art, you see and hear exactly what you saw and heard from farther away. Just like I don't know, maybe it's something about the spray from the waves is like getting in your eyes or something. It's not super helpful. Del, you can hear like the clacking sound a little bit better now, so it's like maybe a skittering is a good word for it.
We got more lobsters going on here.
Crab people.
I mean, you are in a tidal area, and Cal, in a moment of clarity or whatever, I don't know, adrenaline fueled hearing, you can hear like a person yelling like get away from me, you fucking crabs. And then like you hear something, it sounds like wood or something like whacking against a shell.
Is that our friend Del? Is that him? Del is Dan.
Oh,
no, I'm asking Del if he thinks that it's our friend.
I don't know. Can 18? Can I see if it's Del or not? Del or no
You're
Del?
Del.
Mal.
You mean
Sorry,
if it's
Del.
Mal?
Mal or not?
You should
We're
have
looking
better
for Mal.
games. Oh no. You can't make out who it is. Like there are stuff like blocking your view, but you're pretty sure that it doesn't sound like Mal.
Okay.
I mean,
Okay.
No, I don't think so.
All right, guys. I think we should help him. I think we should
let's get
eat
involved.
these crabs.
All right.
Let's snipe out these crabs and see what this guy's all about.
Cool.
All right.
So you approach. I guess you're gonna try and get. Are you gonna try and get closer?
I'm gonna try to use an Eldritch Blast to crush the crabs, to kill them. I don't know how many crabs there are, but I'm just gonna take a shot at one of them.
So I think you need to get like closer to the crabs.
Yeah, let's be
Okay.
coordinated about this so we can do a sneak attack round.
Yeah, right. Keep them.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Keep in mind, like they don't know you're there yet.
Okay.
Actually, Eldritch Blast is pretty far. But in any case, you should get a smidge closer. But if you want to do melee them,
So I'm gonna approach the situation so I can get at least close enough to do an Eldritch Blast.
okay. What Art and Dale? What's your plan?
I'm fine with letting him go do that and watching what happens.
Okay.
This guy.
Not gonna
wait,
back
what?
him up or anything.
No. What's the terrain like between us and them?
It's like more of the same. It's like pretty rocky. There's not an abundance of cover, like I was saying before.
I'm gonna stay here. But in between us and them, like in a direct line between us and them, I'm going to cast Spike Growth.
Okay.
Sort of like equidistant between us and them, a 20-foot radius with twists and sprouts, hard spikes, and thorns. The area becomes difficult terrain. I don't actually know what that means. I'm gonna look it up.
Okay.
But that's what I'm gonna do. Their movement is move at half speed. So it should give us plenty of chances to get some pot shots off at whatever is coming.
But then these...
Whatever. Right. So Matt will go up, blast them, and my assumption is that then they will try to come get us, assuming we're the bigger threat.
And that this line of rocky growth will be between us and them. You're making a wall.
It's not a wall.
Well,
it's like a pit,
barrier.
A circular area that will slow them down and hurt them. Every 5 feet, they take 2d4 piercing damage, and it'll give us more opportunities, hopefully, to shoot them with arrows.
Okay, but how?
Okay.
I mean, my concern would be how far away in distance are we from them? Are we going to be able to shoot over or through this to hit them?
I sure as hell will be.
Okay, well, Dan, you remember I'm a greatsword kind of guy. I get right up in their business. Okay,
It's true.
so I'm concerned about the distance.
Yeah, I mean, I think like you'll definitely be able to attack these things with ranged weapons. That'll definitely be possible. I mean, you could try like going ahead of, if you want to just like get in there.
Yeah, you know what? I do. Thank you, Colby. I do want to just get in there. I'm going to go ahead of Dan's spiky growth.
Okay. Could you roll a dexterity check for me? It doesn't have to be a stealth check because, again, it's very noisy.
I sure can. And it is an 12.
Cool. So you approach this group of stuff of whatever, and you see 5 like very large crabs surrounding something. You can't, through the crabs you can't see, but you can see like some sort of stick or like spear or something like swinging around, like whacking crabs, and like the crabs are all freaking out, like whoop, 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 whoop. They'd be making that noise if they made noises like that.
Sure.
like sort of circling around whatever is in the middle of them. So you
How many crabs are there?
there are 5 crabs.
And how big are they? Bigger than a bread box? How big are these crabs?
They are definitely bigger than a bread box.
Like a Ford, like smaller than a Fiat? Like how? Like a smart car sized?
They're about mal sized crabs.
Okay.
Like they're not quite.
Oh my God! Is one of those
full-
crabs Mal?
No, I don't think so. They're not shaped like mal. just as far as like sort of height goes. Like they have pretty big claws. It's not gonna feel good if they pincer you, but they're not like, it's not like the chull, right? Like they're not towering over you or anything. Bless you.
Thank you.
Yeah. So Art, you're in position. Del, do you want to cast your spiky wall?
They're both in between me and them now.
Say that again.
So they are up ahead between me and these things that we assume are crabs.
Who's they?
Art and this other guy, this other jabroni that's with us. Cal.
Cal?
Wow.
I mean, I don't think Art is. Art is close to the crabs. You and Cal are at the same range.
I'm not gonna cast it yet.
Okay.
I changed my mind.
Do the crabs notice I approached?
Not yet.
All right. Well, then before they do, I should probably do something.
Do something.
I take out my great sword and I go for a sneak attack on these suckers. And I raise it above my head, and I say, sorry, I just woke up. I was feeling a little bit crabby. And I rolled a 14.
14. So you take a big old swing and you hit one of the crabs, but it doesn't, like, they have pretty relatively thick crab armor. You underestimate quite how strong their crab armor might be. And you just kind of like nick it, and it bounces, your sword bounces off without doing any damage. And you have the crab's attention now. So they all sort of like, they stop their skittering and like jabbing at whatever they've got cornered, and turn their attention to you, like their little crab stalk eyes, like whoop.
And they notice me. Well, now,
Yeah.
as part of my level 5 promotion, I now have extra attack, so I'm going to use that again as well, except I rolled an 8, so not super relevant.
Yeah, not super relevant. Yeah, so I guess you all should roll for initiative.
Yes.
Rolling.
18.
16.
15.
Okay. I have to do so many crabs.
Oh, you have to roll for all the crap. And does our mystery attackee get a out of curiosity get an initiative roll?
Yeah, that's a good idea. I'll do that after the round. Shit. Ah!
Whoa.
Was
You
an
okay there,
aggressive roll.
Colton?
Yeah. Okay. All right. So, we have Giant Crab 5, Cal, Giant Crab 1, Del, Art, Giant Crab 2, Giant Crab 3, Giant Crab 4, and then whoever or whatever is surrounded by the crabs. Probably who, since you heard them yelling before. So I think Giant Crab 5 is like on the crabs were kind of circled around this guy, so he's like farthest from Sean. So that crab is just gonna like move really close to you. But it doesn't have enough. It can't attack you yet, so it's just gonna move. So then, Cal, it's gonna be your turn.
Okay. Eldritch Blast time. Directed at whatever crab is the closest to me.
Okay.
And I rolled a 13.
13. You Eldritch Blast, but again, it's not quite enough to get through the crab armor, so it kind of like ricochets off.
Some strong crabs.
Indeed. So Giant Crab 1 is the one right in front of Sean. So gonna take do a roll here. Giant Crab 1 rolled a 10. I assume that is not good enough.
Not even close.
So he like claws at you. No luck though.
And I just kind of swam away.
Yep.
Get away.
Yeah. So Del, you're up.
Okay, the one that's attacking Cal, I'm going to cast Hunter's Mark on it. Until the spell ends, you deal an extra 1d6 of damage whenever you hit it with a weapon and have advantage on any wisdom check you make to find it.
Nice.
Doesn't really help, but so then I am going to shoot an arrow at it.
Okay.
Oh, is casting a spell as an attack?
Yes.
Okay.
Maybe. I always thought of it as that. Yes.
Okay. Longbow. 18.
18. Sick. You definitely hit him.
Nice. And then 9 damage. Oh, 9 damage plus 3, so 12 damage.
Nice. So your arrow flies true, straight at Giant Crab 1. It goes so the crabs are mostly armored, right? But your arrow is so precisely like hits right in its like eye stalk. So it's right in there. It gets like passes through the armor, right, bullseye, ta-da, and does 12 points of damage to Giant Crab 1. It sort of like reels back, and is not quite dead. It's still moving around, but it mostly seems pretty close to dead, I guess. It's behaving pretty erratically.
Excellent.
Yeah. Art, you're up.
Oh, sweet. So here's the thing. 15-foot cone, okay?
Mm-hmm.
In front of me, but
You're gonna make some crab rangoon?
Oh man, these crabs are gonna be crispy. Let me tell you. But I'm concerned that our mystery friend is also in that 15-foot cone. Is that likely?
Yeah. Shouldn't we be able to identify the mystery friend by now? Because we're so close. We're battling these crabs. The guy, he's like right there.
I think if Art took a turn to like not attack, he could probably get a glance at. So our mystery friend is sort of like stuck in between two rocks.
Okay.
You got to really look hard to see.
He's glitching out right now.
Right.
Okay. Yeah, if he's going to be in the cone, then I'm not going to do the cone.
So I think you could hit like 2. So if you could hit all the crabs with your 15-foot cone. However, you would definitely hit the mystery friend.
Okay.
You could probably hit like 2 of the crabs on like either side of you. They're sort of starting to like circle up around you.
Mm-hmm.
They're not particularly tactical crabs, so they've kind of identified the closest and largest threat to them at this point.
Mm-hmm.
And so they're coming for you. So you could definitely hit like 2 of them on either side, but you definitely can't hit all of them.
I'm gonna hold off on that. I'll stick with the great sword against crab number 5, right, which is the one I tried to hit last time. And I rolled a 16.
Nice. Yeah, you hit him.
Damn straight. And I did 7 damage.
7 damage. Yeah, so I think you take a nice swing at this crab and you seem to be getting a feel for like what their armor is like. So your sword like goes through giant crab number 5's armor and does 7 points of damage.
Excellent. And then I'll use my extra attack to go at him again. And in this case, I rolled a 22.
Nice. So you hit him again.
I sure do. And that does 13 damage.
Oh, shit. Yeah, so you hit him again, and your second stroke just like cleaves this crab in half. So it sort of like falls apart in 2 crab pieces. Like clatters to the rocks.
Crab pieces.
Crab pieces.
And then I will use my action surge bonus action to take a look at this guy. Do I have to roll a perception check, or am I close enough where I can see what's going on?
No, you're close enough. You can see. So you take a step forward, sort of like through the center of the crab that you just cut in half, and like peek down into the hole. And you see like a merman like stuck down there. Like he seems to be like wedged, like his tail is like wedged between 2 rocks, and he has a spear that he's like swinging it at one of the crabs who is still trying to like claw at him. Yeah, cool.
Dope.
So crab number 2 is gonna go for you, Sean.
Naturally.
He rolls that was not a real roll. He rolls a 17.
Oh, that is enough to hit.
Nice. So he hits you.
Gonna do some damage. You know, I knew I should have upgraded for the crab-proof armor. I was just cheap. Where's my pen?
Yeah, so he's gonna do 5 damage to you.
Okay.
Crab 3 is also gonna go for you. Art. He only rolled a 6 though. Nope. So he doesn't hit. And then crab 4 is gonna take a swipe at this guy and this merman, this trapped merman. And he misses, so no big deal. Giant crab 5 is dead, so Cal, we're back to you.
Okay. I don't know if I should take out my crossbow. No, I think I'm just going to do another Eldritch Blast.
Sick.
Why not? I'm going to cook these crabs up. Make a little baked crab in the half shell. Baked crab legs.
Is there a particular crab you'd like to go for?
Which one just was annihilated?
Crab 5 was annihilated. So
all right.
There's one crab. So crabs that are left. There's one that Dan hit with his arrow and is looking a little messed up, and then there's one. There are 3 others that are.
I'll go for the already damaged crab.
Okay.
I think that's a good strategy.
Sure.
See if it'll pay off. And I got a crit 20.
Boom.
Oh, snap.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you don't even need to roll damage. Like as happens sometimes when you Eldritch Blast, this crab is like sort of explodes.
Crab toast, anyone?
Yeah. Unfortunately, like its shell explodes and kind of like shrapnel going everywhere. So I think, let's see. So crabs 2, 3, 4, and Art all take 2 piercing damage.
Ow, my eye!
Cool. All right. So that crab's dead. So it's Dell's turn.
How many crabs we got left?
There are three crabs left.
Okay, and are any of them in combat with anyone?
2 of them are in combat with Art, and 1 is in combat with the merman trapped in the rocks.
What does the merman's like health situation look like?
He's definitely injured. Like, I mean, I guess you can't know this. Art could see that he was like injured, like he has some cuts from presumably from where the crabs got to him before the 3 of you arrived on the scene. Mm-hmm. But he's still pretty feisty.
Okay.
Still swinging his spear around and yelling at him. So.
All right. I'm gonna aim an arrow at one of the crabs attacking Art. Did Art hit either of them?
No, but the exploding crab just hit all of them. So they've all taken a small amount of damage.
Fair enough. Well, give me one of them and 21 to hit.
So you totally hit it.
And 13 damage.
Oh man. So yet again your arrow finds a seam in the crab's armor and kills it immediately. So another crab is down. Art, it's your turn. So one of the crabs attacking you is dead. There's one still attacking you, and there's one attacking the merman.
Well, then I guess I'll go after the one that's attacking me. That would only be fair. But I only rolled. I rolled a 1. A critical miss.
Oh. Well, that's not good.
No.
You're using your great sword.
I am not so great.
So you take a swing at this crab, and in a surprisingly agile maneuver, it catches your sword in its claw, and you're very like surprised by this, and you kind of like lose your grip on it, and it like tosses your sword away. So you're great swordless.
Well, then I for my extra attack, I reach behind my back, grab my warhammer, and I just go.
When did you get a warhammer?
Just don't ask questions. And then I bring it down on him with all the force of a 10.
Of a 10. A 10's not that much force, so it just kind of bounces off.
Boing.
Like, boing. Yeah. So that's where you're at.
Okay. Well, my turn is over.
Nice. So that crab is gonna try and attack you since you now that it's disarmed you and
I get it.
And I get your hammer. Yeah. It got a 14.
Not good enough.
Not good enough. Okay. We'll go back to the fourth, the last crab, still attacking the merman. Oof, a 16. Where'd my there it is. Oof. Okay. So that crab lands like a pretty solid blow on the mer guy. So he is after this one, he is not looking good at all.
Yeah.
And I totally forgot to have him try and attack on this.
I thought he was stuck between the rocks.
He is, but like his arms are free. He just can't his tail's stuck, so he can't get away. He can't move away, but he's still like swinging his spear around.
Okay.
Oh, nice. So he lands a hit on the crab that's attacking him. Let's see how he does. Okay. Nice. So he ends up doing 5 damage to that crab. I suppose in revenge for the damage inflicted on him. And we're back to Cal.
All right. I think I'm going to use my move here. How many crabs are left?
2 crabs.
There are 2 left. So I want to position myself in between. I'm going to use my movement to position myself in between the crabs and the Murgai. Mainly to kind of try to redirect the crabs' attacks to me. To maybe save this guy some hit points.
Okay. Oh, what is your move? Your speed?
40, I think. It's like it's normal because I'm a dark elf.
Okay, so I think you're far enough away that you can't make it like all the way there. You can get a lot closer.
All right.
But beyond that, you can't get actually in between the Murgai and this crab.
All right. So then in that case, I'm going to get close, and then instead of attacking, I'm going to use my second action to throw a health potion to the Murgai.
Cool. I guess a dexterity throw check then.
All right.
See how.
Oh my god! I rolled a 2.
Oh no! I mean, you throw the health potion. It goes wide left and breaks open on the rocks, and the nectar of life just is swept away by the waves. Good thought though. Del, it's your turn.
All right. Who's the most damaged crab? Is there anyone particularly more damaged than another?
The crab attacking the merman is the most damaged.
Okay, I'm going to shoot an arrow at it. I roll an 8. Extra attack. 23.
You hit him.
22, sorry. All right. 10 damage.
Nice. That crab is dead.
Nice.
Arrowed. Crab on a stick. Art, it's your turn. The crab that's been attacking you is the last crab.
I got to finish him off. Here we go. Warhammer. And I rolled a 1. This goddamn dice. Go ahead. Explain me what terrible thing befalls me.
Roll a Constitution saving throw.
9.
Oh no. So you wind up and take quite a swing at this crab, and your warhammer bounces off its shell, and it comes back and hits you right in the noggin, and you fall on your butt and I think you're not unconscious, but like you're gonna be out of the rotation for a round at least.
Well, okay, but and you tell me, I was wearing Mal's hat. Did that offer any kind of protection?
No. In fact, it just probably messed up Mal's hat a little.
There's a nice little dent in it now.
Not the hat.
Yeah.
Oh no. That has gone through a lot. Okay, well then I guess I'm sort of stun-esque and just hanging out
So
there.
you're prone. This crab is going to come at you now that you're down on the ground, but it doesn't manage to hit you. The mer guy is not in reach in attacking distance of any of the crabs, and he can't move. So Cal, it's your turn again.
All right. I'm gonna go ahead and blast whichever crab has the most damage done to it. Another Eldritch blast.
There's only one crab left. So
all right, I'm gonna just blast that one. I rolled a 10.
No luck. Another ricochet. Del.
Last crab. Here we go.
You did
19.
19. You hit him,
14 damage.
and he's dead.
Nice.
Yes.
You get him like right in his little crab mouth. Yeah. Cool. All right. The crabs are dead. You're alive. The merman seems to be alive too, but he's not doing super well.
Do I have any healing spells? I think I must have like one.
That's a good question. You have Tasha's hideous laughter. Laughter is the best medicine, right?
Laughter is the best medicine.
I have cure wounds.
That'd be helpful, I suspect.
Should we do that, or do you want me to just sacrifice another health potion?
Only if you don't toss it.
I'll do that.
Okay.
So I go up to this merman. I check him out. I'm gonna do 1d8 plus 3 healing. 4. Yeah, I heal for 4.
4. Cool. Well, I mean that's like he had 1 hit point left, so 4 hit points is a 400% increase in hit points. That's good. So you cast your spell and see him perk up a little at least. He's like clearly hurting still. Definitely still stuck between these rocks, but he looks up at you and he's like, "Whew, thank you. Those fucking crabs. I hate crabs. I hate them. I really hate crabs. Thank you."
We understand.
Yes.
We had a bit of a crustacean crisis earlier as well.
Yeah, I feel ya.
How'd you end up in this situation?
Well, I'm an adventurer of sorts, an undersea adventurer, a budding adventurer, you might say. My parents don't like. They don't like me to go over here by the rocks, but I like to go because there are like, crabs. You can fight the crabs. But sure. there was sort of a wave caught me off guard. I got washed up here, and then I got wedged in between these two rocks, and I've been stuck here. And then the tide went out, and the crabs came in, and they were coming at me.
Right.
It was a mess. The whole mess.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah. Speaking of being wedged in between these two rocks, is there any chance you could lend me a hand?
Well, we should introduce ourselves. We are Starfield Industries. We are part of an adventuring business, underline business. We don't just go around. The crab bit was for free, but I think additional services. This isn't a charity. If you understand what I'm saying.
Whoa!
I hand him a business card.
Art hands him.
No. I think we should help this guy out because he lives in and around the ocean. Maybe he knows where the boat went.
Well,
or maybe he can ferry us across the ocean on his back.
We already tried riding on the ocean on people's backs, man. It doesn't work. It doesn't work.
This guy is a mer creature. So I think he's probably the best surfer of all of us.
I'm just
If
saying.
you know what I'm saying.
I think we should try and get some information out of him before we let him go. You know, we can do it in a nice way.
So so on further inspection of this merman, it's clear he's more of like a mer teenager. It doesn't look like he has like, you know, a pouch full of gold or anything. He has like the spear on him and like a little satchel thing. But he's clearly a bit of a youngster.
I wish we.
But in any case,
I wish we had interviewed him as our intern.
Yeah,
That would have been dope.
ask him if he needs summer work or something. Summer job.
How are you on land?
I don't think he would have had a great time with the door task.
No, that's
either.
fair.
I guess you never know. Like all the land folk you interviewed were pretty bad at opening doors too. So, oh dear. So yeah. So do you want to ask him about the boat?
Yes.
Have
you seen? Okay. I try to roughly describe the boat and where we saw it. Do you happen to notice anything about it?
So, yeah, when I came came out originally, this was like 2 nights ago, maybe. I saw a boat like leaving from the shore and heading out to sea, and I think like it's a boat I've seen before. This is a boat that comes. So I don't know if you folks are familiar with the ocean terrain out off the coast here, but there's a really big, really treacherous reef out farther a ways out. Like you can't really see it from here. You'd need a boat yourselves to get there, being the land folk that you are. But that the boat was headed out in that direction. I don't know. It wasn't a big boat. I assume they knew where they were going, because if you did not know how to navigate the reef, you would almost be almost guaranteed to crash and be cut to ribbons on the coral and stuff.
So these people must have known their way around a.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that they knew what they were doing.
Yeah. Okay.
So I turn to the Starfelt guys and I say, "Hey guys, remember that map we got a ways back?
Yeah.
The one with the red X's on it?
Mm-hmm.
Well, wasn't there? It's starting to jog my memory here. Wasn't there a reef-esque indicator
there was
on
one
it?
That was kind of out in the water. Yeah.
Yeah, with the skull and crossbones written over it. Yeah.
Let's ride the merman to that X.
Once again, I gotta slow you down a little bit.
I don't
on this
see
plan.
what the problem is here.
I don't.
We can one at a time. We hop on his back and he carries us to this X. There's no risk.
The merman, whose name you don't know yet, chimes in like, no, I'm not going to the reef. Like, we don't go there. It's dangerous. There's like scary shit that lives in the water there.
What, scarier than the crabs that were picking on you, man?
Oh, you have no idea.
Don't forget who saved your ass from these crabs. It was us.
He just shakes his head. He shakes his head and says, "Have you ever seen a turtle dragon?"
A turtle dragon?
Or a dragon turtle? I don't know.
Turtle dragon?
I've never seen a turtle dragon.
Me, son.
Well,
Turtle dragon?
I hope you never encounter
I've had
one.
turtle dragon soup where I come from. Listen, have you ever heard of the old one? Now that's something that you need to fear and understand, son. The old one.
I hope then Matt hands him a pamphlet, like the old one in you.
If you care to learn some more information about the old one, you just come and visit our website.
Some
There's all the information on there.
the mer kid clearly mocking you goes, "Ooh, the old one."
Son, you gotta get your life straight.
Yeah.
I'm
The
sorry,
old ones.
we didn't get your name.
Old ones.
That's very rude of us.
Yeah, my name's Eddie Keck.
Eddie,
Eddie,
Hey!
my man.
quite the name for a merman. Eddie the Merman.
Indeed.
So, young Eddie, what do you say you ferry us one by one to the reef? Except you don't have to stay there. You just have to drop us off. We'll handle things on our own.
Staying there is not the problem. It's the getting there that's the problem. We have to go through deep water to get there, and like the merfolk don't go into the deep water very often. We stick to the shallows where we live. You need some like legit transport to get there.
What if I told you that we could get rid of this turtle dragon problem for you and all of your mer people?
I mean, that would
get rid of it?
I like this idea.
That would be wonderful.
Right. And if we do this, you can make us like gods of the sea using your mer powers.
No, I don't think so. Like, we're not magic. We're just like,
I bet your king has some kind of magic potion or something that can make us like gods of the ocean sea.
Can I just say, is like, I feel like, because I know this is all fantasy, but I feel like, is this kind of racist? That Matt is assuming all these things? Be like, of course you guys have a king with magic.
He's got a big trident, and
he looks at you and says, "Can your king give me like powers of the land?"
The old one can grant anything to anyone because he's the old one.
Then why don't you just ask him to get you to the reef?
Ooh.
It's not a bad idea.
Ooh.
All right, and Cal goes over and starts contemplating his old one texts. Just pulls like a big leather-bound, like ripped up, shabby-looking book.
So
Just starts reading.
Cal walks back up onto the beach and like plops down and like buries his nose in his,
like
his old one.
Old one book.
So
the one on the outside just says "you and the old one."
Sisterhood of the Traveling Old One.
Yes. So Eddie looks up at
Old
Art
one
and
for the
Del
soul.
and says, like, "You guys really put up with him all the time, like every day."
You have no idea.
Pretty good at Eldritch blasting.
I did see like a lot of crab pieces flying around.
Yeah, that's not bad. That's a nice perk.
Fair enough. So real talk, is there any chance you could like yank me out of here?
Yes.
Eddie, here's what I think we should do. Eddie, you seem like a nice, smart, responsible young man fish. And I think you could be an honorary, purely in ceremony, member of the Starfell team. I've got this gift for you as a young man. Congratulations, you are our sea correspondent. When we have any ocean problems, you're the first guy we'll call. I present to you this ceremonial dagger. Congratulations.
Whoa.
On behalf of Starfeld, it's the least we could do, Eddie. You've been such a trooper, and there are big things in your future, buddy. I'm telling you, we believe in you.
My parents are going to be so pissed you gave me a dagger.
Well, you don't tell them, Eddie. Jesus, you're the worst teenager. Oh my God.
I see. I mean, fair enough. Fair enough.
Cool, Eddie. God.
Yeah. How will we get in contact in the future if we need to correspond about?
I don't. Does anyone have any items in their inventory that are?
Then. Under what time frame? Because you can always send a letter back to our headquarters, staffed by our very responsible intern.
I don't know if you know this about living underwater, but it's pretty tough to write stuff down. In fact,
You don't have
it's
a way of communicating?
No, I mean, we usually communicate with like light signals and stuff, if that makes sense. Like maybe we could set up a beacon or something that you could light, and then like
There you go. I like that.
I don't know
Okay.
if like we could do it here around here. Like if you like, I could keep an eye out for like a beacon on the shore, and if you light one out, I can know like the next day to come meet you here.
I think that's a
So-
good
Okay.
idea.
Yep, I like it.
Cool.
Sure. The old one.
all right.
Agreed.
I reach down and I guess lift up the rock he's trapped under.
Yeah. That seems helpful. He gets out. He says, "Well, would you mind carrying me out a little further? It's too shallow to swim right now."
I pick him up and that wasn't very good. I pick him up. That was also not that great. I pick him up and with the strength of a 16, I chuck him towards the ocean.
Oh yeah. So you pick up Eddie and give him a solid toss, and he splashes in the water, and he goes under and like he sort of pops back up and jumps and is like later.
Good
And
luck,
then
Eddie.
he's
Watch out for
gone.
them crabs. Wow, what a great kid.
We're never going to see him again.
No, come on. He's going to be a great. You got to remember, it's all about networking. That's how you grow a small business. Networking.
We should have just.
And he's
rode
going
on
to tell his
back.
friends, and his friends will tell their friends. We'll have so many customers, we won't know what to do with it. We'll be the kings of the ocean.
I thought we were trying to get to the reef.
No, we're not trying to. Are we trying to get to the? No, we're not trying to get to the reef. We're trying to find Mal.
Yeah.
Wait, I have a power that makes us fly. Why don't we just one of us could fly to the reef
And then do what?
And then-
What?
Yeah. This is my question.
and then
I
dive
can-
under the water?
I can guarantee you, if you try and use that power, you will not make it to the reef. You will be swimming before you're even halfway there.
Well,
I mean,
the power lasts 10 minutes, right? And if you can fly, let's do a little math
you're-
problem here.
oh god.
Papers and
It's only-
pencils.
Your
We can
flying
fly for
speed
10
is
minutes.
60 feet or whatever. So
Speed of 60 miles per hour.
that's not how fast. I don't know.
Multiply by
I guess I don't know the time frame.
a train
but-
leaving Baltimore arrives in New York.
Yeah, but you got to include the spinning of the Earth, right? That also is fact. No, hey, look, what I think, Matt, do you really want to go to the reef? Is that really what you want to do?
What else? I think that's our main objective right now, isn't it? Isn't the main objective to go to the reef to find whatever the X is that's on our maps?
If that's your
To me, I
goal,
think that is the main objective right
okay,
now.
I'm not opposed to that. All I'm saying is that I think of the 8 plans you've pitched out in the last 10 minutes, none of them are like super thought through. It's critical
Well,
feedback. Okay.
All right. Well, what plan are you coming up with besides networking on our business?
Why don't we go to a nearby sea town and charter a boat like a normal person?
What nearby sea town? There are towns nearby.
Well, if you walk
You
far
do-
enough along the coast, it's not just there's like eventually there's something.
But how do we even know? How do we know which direction to even go in?
Well, you've been most of the places north of you, so you could try walking south.
All right.
There you go. What the narrator said.
Added bonus is that that second set of footprints you saw on the beach proceeded along the road to the south as well.
Okay. All right. Let's continue walking on this road here, this path. We'll follow the footprints south.